Okay, so with these, there's a couple of little notes that you need to know. So this and this, okay, when there's no line under them, that means an open dot. Okay, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here in a minute. And then when we have the ones with the line under them, okay, that means a closed dot, a colored in one. Okay, you need this little chart. And this would be less slash greater than. And then this one would be less or greater than, really? I don't even know what I'm writing. Greater than or equal to. Okay, and I know it seems like a lot right now. It won't be that bad. So today we're going to work a lot with the open and closed dot, okay? Not necessarily the verbiage, okay? And then when you were in elementary school, okay, whatever way the mouth is faced, okay, it's eating that number, okay? So it's pointed bigger. Whatever way the arrow's faced is the lesser one, okay? So, and it's best to just kind of, so we have N, and it's the arrow, so you know it's going to be less, okay? Because the arrow is faced towards the N. Okay, so it's going to be less than, and then we have that bar underneath, or equal to -6. Okay, so you just need to find -6 on the graph, which is right here, and we say, well, should it be an open dot or a closed dot? Okay, we can look at our little chart. Well, our little chart says a closed dot, so you're going to put a closed dot on here. Okay, and then it says, well, N is less than that. So which way should the arrow be facing? Are all the negatives less or are all the positives less? Okay, well, N is less than that, so it's got to be going this way. To the left. Okay, let's look at 2. Well, 2 says A is, and we gotta look and see which way it's facing. Well, it's facing towards the letter, so this is gonna be greater than, okay, -5. So we need to find our -5, and we say, well, should it be an open dot or a closed dot? In this case, it should be an open dot, so you're just gonna draw a little dot on 5. Okay, make sure that I can tell that it's open though, okay? So that's really like the important one, because I'm the one that grades it. And it says A is greater than. Well, which numbers are greater than?
Positive.
Yeah, all the positive numbers. So we're going to draw our little arrow the other way. What's up? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go towards the right to all the positives. So you're just going to draw your little arrow, okay, to the right and color it in. Did she know you came down here? Okay. Go straight back there, okay?
I'm trying to leave for class.
Why?
I hate her class. I don't know what to be here.
Bro, we all gotta suck it up, okay?
I text Miss Harris.
Okay, but behave. Just put your headphones in, try to ignore her, and just behave, okay?
Yeah.
Well, not ignore her, but you know what I mean. Sorry. So V is less than 0, okay? So for sure you can put an open dot on there because it's not underlined. And reading them is kind of the hardest part for students, okay? So at least you got a 50-50 shot. Pick a way, draw a line. If you really can't figure it out, there's only 2 options, okay? You go this way or this way. Okay, so V is less than, so you're gonna go this way. Okay, X is greater than or equal to -1, or +1. So we need to find one, and that should be a closed dot. And X is greater than that. So we need to say, well, which way do we need to go? Well, we need to go towards the positives. Okay, B And then we got a 5, so find the 5. Should it be an open dot or a closed dot for number 5?
Open dot.
Should be an open, and it says B is less than that, so we're gonna go to the right. Okay, and let me show you guys a little cheater way. Okay, so if you look at the arrow up here on all of these problems, whatever way the arrow is pointed, that's what way your arrow should go, as long as the variable comes first. So this has the variable first, and the arrowhead is pointed that way. That means your line should be go that way. Okay, you have the letter is on the left, which is right, and the arrow is pointed that way. So the letter should go that way, or the arrow should go that way. Okay, and on the flip side, it works still. If we look at number 2, okay, the letter is on the left, so that's good, and the arrow is pointed that way. In our graph, arrow should be pointed that way. Okay, it works every time as long as the letter is the first thing. Okay, if it's not, then you can't do that. Okay. Let's look at the next page. Okay, the next page says write an inequality for each graph. Okay, the same rules still apply. So you can use X, A, B, C, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just going to use X. We know that's for sure going to go there. And we know for sure our something should be on -4. Okay, it's a closed dot, so I need to think, okay, well, it should be in equal to, right? So you know you're gonna have a line under it, and the arrow is pointed that way, so we can point our arrow that way. Okay, as long as you have the letter first. If you don't have the letter first, that does not work. It screws everything up. Okay, and when we look at this, it says greater than or equal to, so the dot's on that, and then it says X is greater than that. X is greater than that. So you got 7 and all the positives. Okay, let's look at 12. Well, we know we're going to have an X. You know you're going to have a -5. And we have an open dot. Okay, and the arrow's pointed that way. So it should be like this. Okay, it says X is greater than 5. Well, X is greater than 5. Okay, we got all these different things are bigger than -5. So that's good. Okay, 13. We know we're going to have an X. We know we're going to have a -1. Okay, I know my arrow should be pointed this way. Okay, which it is. Okay, look at my arrowheads. And then it's closed, so we should have a line under it. Okay, 14. We're going to have an X. We're going to have a +1. And my arrow should be pointed that way. Okay, and then it should have a line under it. X is greater than or equal to 1. And it is. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. It covers everything. Okay, number 5, we're going to have an X. We got our number, -6. And our arrow is pointed that way, to the left. To the left. Okay, and we should have a line under it. Sorry, I'd be forgetting my left and right real bad, so I just be like that way. I don't know. I know, you'd think I'm a grown up, I should know my left and right, and I do, but I'd be getting mixed up. Okay, you guys should have 10 to do. They shouldn't be like excruciating or anything. And then the rest of the period you have to yourself. Make sure that you are getting me some of your stuff done.